Our favorite sound healer is gonna bless us with some music, and I'm gonna let Irene tell us a little bit about her and her instrument. And we are live streaming, everybody.
All right. Yes, my name is Arit, also known as Tachia, and I've been a reggae world music artist for like 30 years, and within the past 10 years, I've evolved to Kemetic devotion, which is ancient African Egyptian devotional world music. So I have a Sipriwa. This is a harp from Ghana, and it's close to the types of harps that were used in ancient Kemet. So I have some original music here. We've been listening to holiday music all day, and so this is holy day music. The traditions of Christianity are borrowed from ancient Kemet, so maybe you'll find something you can relate to. Let's see, I'm going to start off with, and I studied with Dr. Mwada Ashby from SEMA Institute for about 10 or 12 years, and so my studies led to this music. I didn't know about this. I was still doing reggae, and then I just started writing this other music. So, all right, so I don't have, usually have a slideshow. So I'm going to start with the opening chant. I have the translation here, but maybe it's about a song when the sun is coming up or when you're starting your devotion. So just listen on. That was in two. Try the J. KTM Kepara Kemanetaru Kage Ubenke Pesetuke KTM Sutenataru Irinet Mutu Ariem Irinigi Anyone who check to my atata to the cap to the nap in my kitchen. On a Tesla KTM Capella came on Kake, you've been kept as a KTM Sutenataru Eating that mood body eating Anu in the chapter to my atata Now I'm going to move into a song about the goddess Ma'at. I don't know if any of you heard of Ma'at. Goddess Ma'at is the goddess of balance, truth, order, justice, reciprocity, and righteousness. You may have seen her symbol, the scales of Ma'at, or like at the Statue of Liberty, or like legal professions. They always have the scales of Ma'at. When your body dies, they say your heart is weighed against the feather of Ma'at on the scale. And if you've had a lot of regrets or attachments, then your heart will be heavier than the feather. And if your heart is light as a feather, then you're free to move on to the next round. So we're supposed to spend our life purifying our heart and letting go of attachments. It's the same melody. And let's see some translations. Ankh is life. You hear me say life, Anku. Or dua means adorations. Put your hands up and say adorations or thank you or greetings. Matan kumat, mat nebuten, kahinamat, akinamat, asimamat, tuamat nebuten. Matan kumat, mat nebuten, kahinamat, akinamat, asimamat, tuamat nebuten. Akumat, live with my aunt. Nebuten. Mat is in everywhere you are. Ka. See mama. Rise with my aunt. In a month, live with my aunt. See mama, join with my aunt. Do a month, Nebuten. Adorations to Goddess Ma'at, who is in everywhere you are. Ma'atan ku'umat, Ma'at nebuten, kahinamat, akinamat, hasimamat, tuamat nebuten. Tuamat nebuten. Tuamat nebuten. Tuamat nebuten. Tuamat nebuten. Tuamat nebuten. Translations, some of these. So the next one I'd like to offer is, have you all heard of the goddess Aset or Isis?
No.
Has anybody heard of Isis? The Kemetic Holy Trinity is mother, father, and child. In the Christian religion, they cut off the mother and make it Father, Son, Holy Ghost. So Aset is the mother of the Holy Trinity. Aset, Asar, and Heru. They're the origin of the myth behind Jesus Christ. So I'm going to read the translation. Get my glasses. These words are spoken by Goddess Aset. I come to you as a role as your protector. I blow from me to you the liberating and rejuvenating air from the north with fullness of consciousness, which cleanses your nose. To the nostrils for your body, the air that comes in the form of the god Temu, who is in the north, which is the spirit essence of Ra, the source and sustenance of all life, and the successful completion of the spiritual journey. I have collected the pieces of your throat for you so that you can breathe and live. I pieced your throat back together and cleaned cleared obstructions to the air from Tamu that conveys the vital life force. So now you have the capacity to experience unobstructed vitality. Now you do not have internal obstructions to existing as a conscious living being. I have given to you the capacity to exist in the form of a God, and in your presence I present to you your enemies, which have fallen under your feet. So now you do not have external obstructions to existing in your divine form. By doing these things, I, the goddess of intuitional wisdom, the embodiment of wisdom, have caused for you to have a divine state in heaven over which you have power and dominion, and all the gods and goddesses behold you. Before I sing the song, I wanted to comment that in this tradition, when we say gods and goddesses, they're referring to cosmic forces of nature. They're not just pictures on the wall. We do believe they were our original ancestors, but like, for example, Ma'at is the cosmic force of justice, and Aset is the cosmic force of intuition. Ra is the cosmic force of creation. So these are actually the building blocks of creation. So let's sing this one. So the prayer is really like a blessing for everyone that's in, can hear the song. It's a healing music. And so I just put the prayers to music. Letter J in the Sarah. That's the wrong one. Okay. Oh, yeah, that's the wrong one. Sorry. Letter J in Oz. I am okay. Only knocking out food. If I can make it to. And sure I am okay. Watching to move. Second I am okay. Hachi off okay. Lady in the room. Okay in the chair. Give to you can care. It's to the cave. Say my keru. Second you go to. My keru. Letter J and ask. Are you it's okay? Even I cannot move. If they can make it you. And sure I am okay. Hurting to move. Second I am okay. Hachi off okay. Ready in the room. Okay in the chair. Give to you can care. Care to take okay. Say my keru. Keru mutsu chu. Mane teru. Mane teru. Mane teru. Do I say? So the next one I'm going to offer is for the twin sister of Goddess Aset. I'm really like that absent-minded professor. Always papers. Wait, here we go. Okay. So Aset represents the spirit or intuition, and then her twin sister Nebuhat represents physicality and mortality. And if you're familiar with the legend of the Lion King, that is another story that was taken from ancient Kemet with the brother Asar was killed by Scar, and then Simba is Heru. So in this tradition, in the Egyptian tradition, Asar was the king, and he was traveling around, and Asar represents the soul, and Nebuchadnezzar is the the goddess I'm going to sing for now. I guess you could say she was jealous, and she wanted Asar for herself because that represents the spirit or the soul incarnate into the physical body. And so it's something that had to happen. But that is the reason why Set killed his brother Asar. That's why, like, if you go to Lion King, they don't really tell you why Scar hates his brother so much. But in the Egyptian myth, it's because his wife slept with someone else, basically. And so, but in the tradition, we focus not so much on the human aspects, but what they represent. So when you have have you ever seen the symbol of the caduceus? It's like a pole and then has snakes going up like that. And that's the symbol of the medical industry. What it represents is Set is one of the snakes and Nebuchadnezzar is the other snake. And then the pole in the middle represents Asar. So it's physicality and spirituality that are intertwined, and the soul is able to move forward. The snakes also correspond to our Kundalini energy that flows up and down our spinal column, and also the DNA. And so each one of these goddesses is offering a blessing to us. Anytime you hear them talking about Asar, they're talking about each one of us, the soul, universal soul. And I don't have a lot of light here, that's why I'm stumbling. Words spoken by Asar Ani, the initiate, who is true of speech, spiritually victorious. Goddess Nebuchadnezzar, or Nephthys, the goddess of physical existence, and who presides over the house, the physical body. They call her the lady of the house, and who represents physicality and earthly vitality, and presides over the lower aspects of the mind, the body, its form, appearance, and the vitality aspect of the personality that are needed for supporting physical existence, says, I go around behind your head, my brother Asar. I come to you. I am protector of your body parts, and specifically your head. Self-lowest aspect of the two lands, upper and lower Kemet, metaphysically your higher self and lower self. Bow in homage as they behold and invoke thee, Asar, which bestows spiritual victory on them. Nebuchadnezzar continues, I have bound thee and brought up spiritual wholeness through integration of thy personality. This is a rising up in consciousness to cause spiritual victory over what Set had done to you. Your enemies are overthrown by the beneficent divinity Ptah, who is an aspect of Asar. Ptah assists with the opening of the mouth of the initiate, with the Sayu Set bandages, fetters of Set, that prevents one's expansion in consciousness that are placed over the mouth are removed. Thus, you have the capacity to experience expansion in consciousness that leads to spiritual victory. So whenever I said the word Set, that is the represents Scar in the Lion King. And Set is where the term Satan comes from. There's no devil in this tradition. Set represents our ego. Anytime we allow our egoism to rule us, then that's when we say, oh, they're Set. Fetters of Set are things like jealousy, anger, sadness, bitterness, regret. These are all characteristics of our personality that can hold us down. And the goal is to defeat Set. Like within, we have this battle between our spiritual aspiration and our ego. So this is one of my favorite ones. That's why I started playing it early. Go too fast. Mary J and Asar Ani, my quero never the car in our Send a Saraya himself how tepke Tawike Manaske Akmakeru Imsenu Jezahane Jezahane Zemakeru Heraritu Ekezeke Infatakeke Ready Jay in the Sarani Makeru Nebele The car in our Sinasaraya Imsauke Hautepe Tawike Manaske Akmakeru Imzenu Jezahane Jezahane Zemakeru Heraditu Ezezeke Infatakeke Okay, let's try one with you can do call and response if you want to. This is a chant. It's another one for Goddess Ma'at. Om. If you remember the term Om, it's like a universal name, divine. People think it comes from India, but we actually find proof of it in the scriptures and in the engravings in ancient Kemet culture. So we use Om. And then Ma'ati. Ma'ati is similar to Ma'at, the goddess Ma'at. But when you have the I, Ma'ati, it represents the two goddesses, Aset and Nebenhet, that I spoke to. And then, so Om, Ma'ati, Makeru. Makeru means make me true of speech or spiritually victorious so that everything that I say is true. So I'm going to chant it and I'll leave a space if you want to. You can join in with me. Om Ma'ati Makeru. If you'd like to, you can. Om Ma'ati Makeru. Om Ma'ati Makeru. Om Beautiful. Very good. Now it's come the tricky part. Very good. Try that one more time. That's up. Very good. Last one. Beautiful. That was nice. And now we can try together. That was beautiful. That's great. I used to just do this live stream. I don't have anybody to like sing back with me. So this is really nice. Okay, I got a few more here. Let's try one with the drums. Well, yeah, I'll do it with the drums. This one is in English, and it's to Anpu, the god Anpu. Anpu is the opener of the ways. If we have blocks or obstacles in our life, we can't find our keys, you know, whatever. This is the deity that we call on. And so I put the prayer to music. I usually clap. So I'm gonna try. Oh, let's do fast. Oh, Anpu, open the ways. Oh, Anpu, open the ways. Lead souls through the narrow pathways to know the difference between real and unreal. Oh, Anpu, open the ways. Oh, Anpu, open the ways. Lead souls through the narrow pathways to know the difference between real and unreal. Oh, Anpu, open the ways. Oh, Anpu, open the ways. Measure between heaven and hell. Face black as night, golden as the day. Equally watchful by night as by day. Oh, Anpu, open the ways. Oh, Anpu, open the ways. May Anpu make my thighs burn so that I can stand upon them. Oh, Anpu, open the ways. Oh, Anpu, open the ways. I wash myself in the waters where Anpu washed himself, where he was the officer of embalmer and manager. Oh, Anpu, open the ways. Oh, Anpu, open the ways. My lips are the lips of Anpu. My lips are are the lips of Anpu. My lips are the lips of Anpu. My lips are the lips of Anpu. My lips are the lips of Anpu. Yeah. Yeah, if you've ever seen the artwork of the scales of Ma'at, where they take your heart and weigh it against the feather, Anpu is the one that leads you. Like after you die, your spirit or your soul leads you through the halls to have it's like to help you. So it's a really good one. Does anybody have any questions about any of this? I'm sure it's different.
What is the name of the instrument again?
Seprewa.
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 Okay.
My teachers had given me a harp from Uganda, and I was getting ready to, for my first time performing this set in Chicago, and while I was packing it up, it broke. Yeah. And I was like, ah! And I posted a picture of the broken harp on Facebook, and I was like, oh, I'm so sad. And the man who made this, Louis Afrifa, wrote to me and said, hey, I can send you a Ghanaian harp. And I was like, okay. So I was concerned about sending him the money before he sent it to me. So I sent him the money for the shipping. And then he sent me the harp, and then I sent him the money. Yes?
We're walking a little bit late. I don't know if you have a website or someplace you can look up the references.
Oh, yeah. I have a website, tchia.com, TCHIYA.
I know if you got a business card.
I have a digital business card. And you can find my release music on Spotify and YouTube. I have a YouTube channel. This music I have yet to record and release, so it's new. But yeah, it's all over. I'm on TikTok, Instagram, Twitter. I'm not on Facebook. Well, somebody hacked my Facebook account and they shut it down, so I started a new one. And then today, while I was getting ready to come, someone hacked my Instagram account and replaced me. That's why I was a little late getting here. So, and I had stayed away from Facebook and Instagram for almost a year, and then I decided to try it again, and so I don't know. I don't think I would be on there. Yes?
Can you repeat it?
TCHIYA. TCHIYA.com is the website. And then Tchia Amet, TCHIYAAMET is my YouTube music channel. And then Arit is my spiritual name my teachers gave me. That means offerings.
You said you have a digital card. Is it on your table somewhere, like something I can scan? Or you don't have to get up now.
Yeah, it's on the glass plaque there. The one in the middle is the digital business card. Thank you. Okay. Let's see what else. Okay, yeah, I really doing a lot of Ma'at songs today. That's because the next album I release is Ma'at, so that's why you're hearing this one. This one has the translation. So this one is for Jehuti and Ma'at. Jehuti you may know as Hermes or Thoth in the Greek tradition, and Jehuti represents the cosmic mind of creation. Like it's the cosmic mind. And we actually have three minds. We have our ego mind, which is in our brains, our limited mind, like, dealing with our day-to-day. And then we have an infinite mind, which is projecting this experience. It's projecting our reality. But we're only taught about our limited mind, so we don't know how to open up. And then once you're open up to your infinite mind, that is what is filled with the cosmic mind of Jehuti, because we're all just expressions of the divine. And so that is, when you get your guidance or your intuition or you have a feeling, that's the infinite mind being filled by Jehuti. So this chant is one of my favorite ones. The translation is, Ma'at has effectiveness and expresses through me. Well, the first line is, I am Jehuti. I am the cosmic. Nuk, when you hear Nuk, that means I am. You've heard that I am that I am? Mm-hmm. That's Nuk Pu Nuk. I am that I am. So I am Jehuti. Ma'at has effectiveness and expresses through me. Daily, I express beauty and goodness without fail. Perennially, I experience well-being and positive feelings. This is one of my current favorites. Oh, and these are pinhole glasses, if you're curious. They're not sunglasses. They force your eyes to focus rather than magnify what you look at, so your eyes get stronger every time you wear them. And I've been wearing them since 2003. And, you know, by now I should be having glasses, but I've been wearing these and I can read, you know, you need light, you need more light. Nuka Jehuti, Maat Sebi Maat. 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 Radebim. See if I remember this one. I haven't done it in a while. I didn't practice it. Oh man, no, that's not it. Oh, there it is. Okay, this one I'm going to do is called, I call it Ma'apu'u. And it's from the scriptures of the Temple of Aset, Isis. And okay, it's a funny story. I'm not going to tell the whole story. This is a moment in the life of Aset when she was still a lady, a woman, and she was fed up with life on Earth. She was tired of, you know, all the BS, and she'd studied like all the sciences, math, astronomy, astrology, geometry, economics, business. She studied everything, and she was like, there must be more to life. I'm just fed up with being a human. She says, I want to be more. I want to be like the gods and goddesses. I want to be like Ra. I want to know the essence of life. I'm tired of just being a human. So she devises a plan to trick Ra, who's the creator, represented by the sun, to tell her how to become a goddess like him. She wants to be like Ra. So she makes a serpent out of clay and some of the dew from the sun. She collected it from some plants and made this sacred serpent. They call it a taffy shepsi, and laid it in his path, because he travels across the sky every day looking over his dominion, and so he's walking and everything's fine. I've got the trees, I've got this, I'm raw, da, 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 da. And the serpent bites him, the snake bites him. And since it's not natural, there's no cure. Nobody knows how to cure him. And all the gods and goddesses come in saying, Mapu'u, what's going on? What's the matter? What's the matter? It's like, I have a fever, chills. I've never felt like this before. I'm the creator. Why, how am I having all this trouble? I don't know. And so I was like, oh, what's the matter with you? You seem to have a cold, or is this COVID, or what's the matter with you? And he says, I don't know. I says, well, I have the cure, but you have to tell me what I want to know. And he's like, what is that? And he's like, I want to know how to be like you. I want to know how to be a goddess. He's like, why do you need that? You've got food, you've got air, you've got the trees, you've got the river, you have sex. Don't you enjoy sex? That's actually in the scriptures, And she's like, no, I'm done. I want to know. I want to know. And he's like, well, I've got this. And then he's like, I don't want to tell you because then everybody will know. And she's like, well, you're going to die if you don't tell me. So he's like, okay, I'll tell you. And so it's basically like a meditation technique where you enter into Ra's essence and you come out. And so after then, she was the goddess, and she left instructions for everyone to go through the same process. And she also made Ra promise that her son would always be protected and, yada, yada, yada. So anyway, so that's where this is. Ma'apu'u, no matter what's going on, remain in the stillness. That's the message. Ma'apu'u, I never, never. And then the next line is about Nebuchadnezzar is the all-encompassing divinity. That's the name that our ancestors had for the all-encompassing divinity, who we now refer to as God. They didn't refer to him as God because everyone is a god or goddess, and it gets confusing. So Nebuchadnezzar is the all-encompassing, all-knowing divinity that really, really has no name, but we have to call it something. No matter what's going on, remain in the stillness. No matter what's going on, remain in the stillness. When you know Nebuchadnezzar, you know everything. 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 Nemu, nemu. Nemu, nemu. No matter what's going on, remain in the stillness. what's going on. Remain in the stillness. We know never judge. You know everything. We know never judge. Know everything. We know never judge. Know everything. We know never judge. Know everything. All right. Thank you. I can see the clock. Okay, yeah, that's good. Okay, thank you so much for being here and for being at the pop-up.
Thank
you.
All right,
And most importantly, my reggae band is playing here on January 29th.
Okay.
Here at the Katalyst.
Here at the Katalyst. Thank you.
I hope you all enjoyed it. Wow, I feel good.
Yeah,
I feel like energized now, for real.
Yeah.